Hey everyone, welcome back to OnTarget with Archer. I'm Stacy Bresler, managing partner here at Archer Energy Solutions. And over the past few weeks, we've been talking about how technologies like inverter-based resources and virtualization are changing where risk exists and how internal controls need to evolve in that response. This week, I want to focus on something that brings all of that into sharp focus. How do you prove control in environments where control isn't obvious? Because at the end of the day, it's not enough to have controls. You have to be able to demonstrate them. So in traditional environments, that was relatively straightforward. You could point to a system, you could show access was restricted, you could pull some logs from a known location, and you could walk an auditor through the evidence. But in today's environments, things don't line up that cleanly. Control may be distributed across platforms. Access may be managed through external systems. And configuration changes may originate from interfaces that aren't even owned by the asset owner. So, when an auditor asks this simple question, how do you know this system is controlled? The answer can quickly become complicated. This is where a lot of organizations struggle, not because they don't have controls, but because those controls aren't clearly defined, consistently documented, or even easily explained. Strong organizations approach this differently. They don't wait for the audit to figure out how to tell the story, for one. Then they define that story up front in detail. They understand how the system works end to end, where the control points exist, how access is managed, how changes are made, and how activity is monitored. They then align their documentation, their procedures, and their evidence to reflect that reality. And just as importantly, they make it understandable, because defensibility isn't about overwhelming someone with technical detail. It's about being able to clearly explain a series of things. And here they are. What is controlled, how it's controlled, who is responsible, and how you know those controls are working. If that explanation requires any guesswork, any interpretation, or pulling information from 5 different places, it's going to break down under scrutiny. The shift we're seeing right now is this. It's no longer enough to rely on where systems live to demonstrate control. Organizations need to show how control is maintained across complex, distributed environments, even when those environments don't fit traditional models. And the ones that do this very well aren't scrambling during the audits. They're walking in prepared with a clear, consistent, and defensible position. That's what credibility looks like. That's it for this episode of OnTarget with Archer. I'm Stacy Bresler. Make your controls clear, make them defensible, and I'll see you next time.
Don't miss out on any of our insightful content. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay informed whenever we release new videos. For top-tier security solutions, Archer is your trusted partner. Explore our offerings at archerint.com and get in touch via email or phone to fortify your company's defenses. Your questions drive our content. Leave them in the comments below and join us every Monday for a fresh episode of OnTarget with Archer.